Hey, what's up everybody? Jason here from Rock and Groove, and today we have a redemption video for the Caline power supply that I did a video back on a few months ago. But today we have something new. This is a Caline isolated power CP-205. Welcome back everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. If you're back, thank you so much for coming back and watching. I've got a really interesting video here. A little while back, I did a video on the Caline Power CP-205, and I pretty much ragged it. Said it was a piece of garbage and everything like that. And so, because I want to keep it honest, I want to be as true as I can, which is completely true. And so I just wanted to give my honest thoughts on that, and that's what it was. But the interesting thing was that Caline reached out to me after that, and they want to know what was going on and what I thought, and so I told them, and you know, they were very, very understanding about it, and they were very fast about it, and they were very professional, and I really appreciated that. And so what they decided to do was to send me this new power supply and to replace that, and I'm going to do a review on this and tell you, see about this redemption type of video, if this thing redeems, if it's what happened in the last with the CP-205, or if this was just as much garbage or not. So we're going to get deep into this here. Alright, so first thing I want to stress the differences between the last one and this one is that, first off, the feel. I'm going to do some close-ups in a minute and show you what it looks like plugged into my pedal board, but just the feel alone, it's heavier, it's nicer, it just feels like it's so much better construction than the last one. If I can get close here for y'all to see, all of the plugs, yeah, it's not wanting to focus at all, is it? Yeah, not wanting to do it, but all these plugs, let me just tell you, all these plugs are in great shape. Nothing wiggles, nothing sideways, and that was a problem with the CP-205. You could put them in and move them around. It was just jiggly. It just none of the cords wanted to go in well. It was just really poor quality. These look really, really good. Much better quality. Everything looks good and straight. You'll notice it has a clear plastic. Those light up, you'll see, and those light up and everything, so it looks really, really nice like that. And okay, so the other thing is the CP-205 also had like some 100 milliamp spots here, and that was just not enough to power some very basic pedals. So what they've done here is these are all 300 milliamp all the way across, all the way to the end is 500, and they're all obviously 9 volts. So you can power your basic, you know, pedals right off of these without worrying about it overloading the circuit or anything like that at all. They also have a 5V2A, like a port at the top, if you can see, for like your iPhone and stuff. There, it's kind of focusing now. That's good, yeah. Yeah, there we go. See, that looks good. You can see this thing looks pretty good. I'll get some close-ups again in a minute. It's just good construction here. I like it a lot. Here's the box that it came in. You can see here, right there, Caline Power. This is the CP-205. Another thing that I really liked about this one here is that it came, you know, separated nicely into separate boxes. Reminded me of the MXR ISO brick. Comes with a manual. Everything you need to know there. Explain some good stuff on there, especially if you're unfamiliar with your milliamps and, you know, negative in center poles and things like that. It helps you understand that a lot better there. So, as I said, the problem that I had with the CP-205 was it just, cord went out on me, it just eventually just went kaput. It was just a pain. It was all pain all around with it, and I got to the point where I said I couldn't trust it, and I didn't want to trust it on a stage or anything like that. So, with this, I've actually I've intentionally not just made a video on this thing just yet, because I wanted to give it some time to really put it through the ringer and play it, and I have. I've played this thing in the bedroom. I've left this thing plugged in playing for hours. I played in a group setting. I've pushed some power through my Vox, and I've had some low power going through Logic and through my other Fender Mustang. I've done a lot with it so far, and this thing has, honestly, it's so much better than the CP-04. So right off the bat, I've noticed it was just so much better quality. It makes me feel a lot more confident in this piece right here than I did the CP-04. So I think this right here alone is just light years ahead of that. One thing I will point out is they say it on here now. This says, and you can see it on here too. Let me just get the box because it's a little bit bigger. It is isolated. Right there, you see, isolated. So, and they stress that this is an isolated circuit, and I can tell you, if it's not, I can't tell. It sounds great. I don't have any hum situation. I don't have any hum problems, anything at all. Everything that is a true bypass on my pedal board, everything goes through, no problem. When you engage something, it sounds great. When you engage all the pedals, it sounds good. Of course, there's no reason for me to engage all my pedals at once. Even when I take my big muff and crank that and engage that, you can tell that obviously there's the natural, you know, sensitive hum that comes with the pedal itself when it's cranked all the way where you usually don't have it. But besides that, that's the pedal. That's not so much the power supply, and the power supply is sounding really good. It gives it everything it needs. All my pedals get everything they need, all the juice. There's no drops. There's no problem at all so far. And so, like I said, I've really been pushing this thing really, really hard, and I think it sounds really, really good. So let's stop. Let's take a really close look at it, plugged into my pedal board, and I'll talk a little more about it. All right, everybody, here we are. This is my new pedal board right now. I built this and just changed some things up, completely new pedals than I've had before. But as you can see here, looks really cool. Lights up nicely. Looks pretty neat, huh? Anyway, there's that. And as you can see right now, I have all my pedals going. There we are. And so, oh, I don't have my guitar hooked into that. It won't go. So there we are. So I got my Fender tuner, Big Muff, Azure Blue Overdrive, K-Mize Chorus, and then my Flamma Reverb right there. All are powered, and it sounds really, really good, everybody. I'm being serious, especially knowing how critical I was of the CP-04. I'm definitely willing to let you know if this thing's garbage or not. But so far, I'm just really impressed with how much better quality the CP-205 is compared to the CP-04. I'm very happy with it. I've been playing it hard. I've been, you know, pushing. Of course, I'm not running all of this at once to make a muddy mess and everything. But when I do push them, when I push where they need to go and play things at the same time and so on, it sounds really, really good. No problem. No hum, no volume drops, none of that stuff at all. It works really good. And so, yeah, if I'm looking for a really cheap power supply to power a pedal board, say one of my sons wants a new pedal board, and we're going to build them a little something, absolutely no problem with this. Would I use this live? I want to say yes, but then again, from being burned from the last one, I kind of want to test this a little bit more and see how well it goes and everything. But just from playing with it and all the other settings that I play with, this thing is so much better. So it's pretty cool. Check it out. I really recommend you get your hands on one just to mess around with it and see what you think with it and everything. But yeah, compared to the CP-04, this thing is so much better. As you can see right there, we've got 300 milliamps all the way through, 8 plugins. The last one is 500, and really cool. I like the lights. It's got to be aesthetically pleasing to me too, y'all. So there you are, everybody. So so far, I like it. I think it's a really good thing. Thank you so much to Caline for sending it to me and chatting it up with me. Okay, so for my, you know, with my final thoughts on this, for me playing it just about a month or so, maybe a little bit more, my opinion so far is it's pretty awesome. So I really like this. Give it a shot. I think you ought to give this a shot, you know. If this thing goes kaput on you, then it does, and you know, you're not out like $200 like a Voodoo Labs. But you know, for what this is so far, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm gonna keep playing it, and I'm gonna keep trying it, and I'm gonna keep pushing it, and that's my thing. I'm gonna push this thing hard. I want to see if this thing can go and and make sure it doesn't, you know, blow out on me. And I want to give an update video on this too, maybe here in another couple months. Like I said, when I say push it, I'm not going to do anything stupid or extreme with it. I'm just going to treat it like I normally do. I'm going to run my pedals through it. I'm going to push hard power through my AC-15 to keep up with a band size volume. I'm going to do all of that stuff. I'm not going to treat it any different than I would for my personal needs. But what I have so far is, I think this pedal is really, really nice. It's a really cool little power supply. So take a look at it, check it out. I have a link for it down in the description and everything. And if you've played this before, talk to us about it. Let us know. And we'll talk. Let's just talk about it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And please like and subscribe. And remember, have fun.